What is up, YouTube? Chanty6 here, bringing you a Pokemon Showdown battle. It is a UU battle I had a while ago, and as you can see, I am the team here on the right, and my opponent is on the left. Yeah, so this is kind of a weird battle, but I'll go right ahead and get into it. I lead off with Bronzong here just to get up my rocks, as he leads up Swampert, and I assume he wants to get his rocks up, so I go straight for the Toxic to put that thing on a timer. And he switches out as I go for my rocks now, expecting him to either stay in and do nothing or switch out. He goes into his Rotom Mow, and that tricks me a Choice Scarf, which really isn't that good, but I just went for the Toxic to get some damage on it. And yeah, he goes for the Volt Switch, as I predict his Volt Switch, I think, and stay in and go for the Toxic again on his Mienshao. So that's 3 of his Pokemon that are Toxic right now, and I go into my Hitmontop to spin away the rocks, as I am fairly weak to them. 2 of my offensive threats are weak to Stealth Rocks, and here I think I go for the Toxic again, predicting him to just want to go for the Rapid Spin, which I do. That puts his Blastoise on a timer yet again. So here he switches out into Chandelure, probably expecting me to go for the Rapid Spin, which I do. So here I go for the Sucker Punch, expecting him to want to attack me, but he goes for the Trick, as I get another Choice Scarf on my other defensive Pokemon. So now he takes his time to bring in his Slowbro, which I didn't really expect to be a Calm Mind set, but at the same time bringing it in against my Hitmontop kind of makes sense. And I go into Bronzong thinking he is going to go for his Scald or something like that, as he goes for the Calm Mind, and I go for the Toxic. And here's where the battle gets really weird, because he has a Lumberry, which I'm like, I figured that'd be okay. He has 1 Lumberry, I'll go for the Toxic again. And here he shows me Recycle. I'm pretty sure I'm getting a bit ahead of the narration, but yeah, he shows me the Recycle and gets 1 Lumberry back. So that cures him of his poison. So at this point, I'm not really sure what I want to do against this thing. I'm locked into Toxic. I figured I have to get a Toxic and then switch out. Not really fearing what he wants to do. So here he's at +5 with his Calm Mind, and I'm really starting to get scared. I think it's pretty much done for me. So I go into Bronzong. I pretty much is death fodder as he goes for this Recycle. That's what I wanted. I wanted to free switch into something. So he goes for the Calm Mind again, and I go for the Stealth Rock, thinking he's going to go first, and he doesn't actually. So I go into Hitmontop. I'm not really sure why I'm making a bunch of these plays, but I'm thinking Hitmontop is death fodder. So now I can get a free switch into Bronzong. Okay, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I just sacked 2 of my Pokemon, which I really didn't need to. But I think maybe to ensure that he's going to go for the attacking move here, as I go for the Sucker Punch, get a crit. That really helped, I'm not sure, but they're usually defensive. I'm not sure if a Life Orb Sucker Punch could take it out, but now I'm at +1. And here I think he threatens me out with the Volt Switch, so I just switched right into Snorlax. I probably went for a Sucker Punch, but didn't want to risk it not taking it out. So I go into Snorlax to take that. As he brings in his Mienshao. Here I'm fearing either the Fake Out or High Jump Kick, so I go into Chandelure to avoid that. Obviously, he probably thought I would not want to, seeing as how Stealth Rocks are up, but it's a risky play, but I take it, and he loses 50% from missing the High Jump Kick, as I go straight for the Energy Ball, knowing that he would not want to bring his Chandelure in, and it hits 2 of his Pokemon extremely hard. So here he brings back in his Rotom-Mow, and not wanting to take anything else, I go into Snorlax, knowing this is a pretty solid check, knowing he was scarfed at one point, so it does not have the Will-O-Wisp. So he brings in his Mienshao, and he probably predicts me to go back out into my Chandelure, but I stay in thinking he would not want to do that, knowing that he would go for the switch. So I just go for the Earthquake to get some damage off on something, whatever he wanted to bring in. I predicted him to go for the Rapid Spin right here, thinking he wants to get his rocks away. but that is not the case. He just goes straight for the roar and roars me out into Haunch Crow. Here I go for the Bruce, thinking he'll want to go for the Rapid Spin again, thinking I'll want to switch out or go for the Sucker Punch, and that is exactly what he does. So at this point, I know that Brave Bird can take him out, seeing as how I'm life forward and max attack, so I do go for the Brave Bird and get a +1. Here, he expects me to switch out again, fearing the Volt Switch, but I go straight for the Sucker Punch, knowing that at +1 I can definitely take him out. And here, I bring back my Haunch Crow, not wanting to risk the Sucker Punch not killing, as he goes for the high jump kick, predicting me probably go for the Sucker Punch and not taking him out. But I go straight into Chandelure and he loses 50% of his health as he switches out into Chandelure, and I predict that, knowing that he's probably locked into it, so I go for the Shadow Ball, taking out Chandelure, and here he forfeits, knowing that his Mienshao cannot do anything to my 4 Pokemon. I didn't even bring out Suicune. Chandelure is out, and I can probably kill him with the Brave Bird, so that was a good battle on my part anyways. I was really scared when he brought out his Slowbro, but that crit really helped, but you know, you gotta embrace the hacks. So yeah, I will go ahead and see you guys in the next battle, I suppose.